For over 80 years, cherry blossom trees have lined the streets of Victoria, BC, their history planted firmly and their beautiful petals on display. But how exactly did these non-native plants make their way to the rural streets of Victoria, BC? I'm Owen Brady, and today we're going to find out the history of these cherry trees on Vancouver Island Narratives. Herb Warren was the man with the plan when it came to decorational plants after the 1930s. He was in charge of the Victoria City Parks Department and responsible for filling in the streets with ornamental plants, flowers, and decorational vegetation. Sometime in the 1930s, Warren wanted to replace the old, overgrown trees that were blocking the storm drains and wrecking the sidewalks. After picking cherry blossoms for their correct size, upright behavior, and beautiful blossoms, Warren had a goal. However, there was one slight issue with his plan, and that was funding. Indeed, the Victoria City Parks Department lacked the funding needed to install the new trees. This left Warren with no choice but to find the money elsewhere. Thankfully, shortly after in 1937, Victoria was holding parades for the 75th anniversary of its incorporation. One of these floats was sponsored by the Victoria Japanese Community Association, and it won a prize of $300. This money would later be donated to the Victoria City Parks Department and be used to purchase over 1,000 cherry trees for Beacon Hill Park and beside the city streets. This would lead to what would eventually be 85 years of cherry trees in BC's capital city. Over the years, cherry trees would continue to be donated to Vancouver and Victoria by other Japanese Canadians. Today, Vancouver has thousands of cherry trees blossoming during the springtime, and Victoria, well, it's one of the trademark plants of our city streets. So finally, next time you walk past a cherry tree here in Victoria, be thankful to Herb Warren and the Victoria Japanese Community Association for their work lining the streets with these beautiful cherry trees. Also, be sure to check out Warren Island, a small commemorative island here in Beacon Hill Park, thanking Herb Warren for all of his dedicated work. There's also an online interactive map displaying all of the recorded cherry trees here in Victoria. The link will be provided in the description below if you'd like to check it out for yourself. Thank you for watching this episode of Vancouver Island Narratives. I'm Owen Brady, and on the left, you'll see a full playlist of all of the narratives I've done, and on your right, you'll find a video that YouTube thinks you'll enjoy. Comment down below if you have any suggestions, and thank you for watching this episode. There we go.